Probably fine. Should be just fine. Perfectly fine. Nothing to worry about. Perfectly safe. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Nothing trouble at all. There's currently not a shark swimming around me in this cage. I'm stopping that joke. Hiya, folks. So, I'm on vacation. It's gone a little, awry. Most of that. So while I'm in this perfectly safe shark cage, and somehow perfectly talking to you and not drowning, and all the magical things I'm employing for the sake of this talking about a movie that's from 50 fucking years ago. Yes, folks, Jaws is 55. Do I have that many fingers? I do not. It's an old movie now. And it's also a classic that I somehow managed not to actually watch until now. Or at least, it's a movie that everyone has kind of seen via cultural osmosis. Like, if you exist in pop culture as a person in practically any country at this point, you have seen at least the highlight reel of Jaws. You have the basic idea of the beats of killer-ass giant shark. A beach getting its 4th of July fucked over. A dude going, I'll get you the whole thing, the whole fish for $30,000 or whatever the actual line was. You get the gist. You get the parodies. You get the sequels in 3D and so on. So, I know what happens with Jaws. I know the basic plot of Jaws, but I didn't actually sat down and watch Jaws. And I thought, why not? I think being in the ocean with a killer shark is probably preferable to most things on the surface these days, so I indulged. What did I actually think of the movie? It's good. It's a classic in both a good and a bad way, because it's the template for practically everything that came after. It is one of those historically important films because it basically birthed the summer blockbuster, as we know it even to this day, roughly, before streaming kind of killed things. Anyways. But it was the first big event film, the first big special effects event film. And in Spielberg, this is like his second movie, he would go again and again and again to this well of making big summer blockbusters, and that became his shtick for a while. And that probably climaxed with Jurassic Park, which, hey, there's another one of those coming out this week. I'm probably going to wind up getting dragged to it. The cycle continues, much like the shark is circling the cage. So yeah, it's Jaws. It's good. It's a classic. What's it actually about? Without just in more broad strokes that you probably know, there's a place called Amityville. It's an island. It lives off 4th of July weekend because it has to have tourists to survive. It's in the 70s. You got the sheriff who's trying to basically deal with this town full of eccentric Steven Spielberg style characters who get little bitty moments that give you the idea of what they're going to do. Oh, this is much more in the case of the tiny version of what he will start doing later on in his career for these characters. Sheriff Brody trying to deal with all that shtick. And then a shark just eats a chick. You know it. You know the dun 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 and so forth. Yes. I'm giving you your theme songs, Bruce. You're fine. Don't worry about it. You'll get your check or your squid or what other thing you might eat. I don't know. There might be a spare me. I'll let Bruce eat. It's fine. Then the shark will become a Kanada, and the world will be destroyed. So pluses all around. But yeah, Brody trying to deal with a shark attack. The evil mayor, is wanting to keep the beaches open because this part has not only aged well, it has aged like fine wine. Because, hey, turns out business will usually trump human lives frequently. And other world events have shown that panics and normal citizens don't act particularly intelligently during a massive casualty event or a panic situation, and I'm trying not to get depressed, trying not to be depressed, trying to be cheerful in this perfectly safe shark tank with this perfectly tame shark swimming around me. Yeah. And then we get introduced to Quint, the aura farmer extraordinaire himself, as he comes in, wants money to kill the shark, and then the second half of the movie basically happens where it's a 3-man show on this leaky-ass boat trying to catch that big fucking fish. And that's the rest of the movie. There's a 2-half movie. You got, Panic in the small town trying to keep it together as circumstances keep getting people eaten by the sharks, and Sheriff trying to do his best to not let people get eaten by sharks. And in the second half, 3 men in a boat, and not a baby. And there's not a baby with them, but there is a shark on the outside in the water. That's your movie. It's pretty good. It is suspenseful. It is well shot. There's some very nice moments in here. I don't know where this movie was actually filmed, and I assume the area no longer looks like this whatsoever, but it's a very pretty looking area, very pretty. I've not been to, like, Maine and that part of the country. I probably should at some point. It looks pretty. Again, it's probably been overdeveloped to hell at this point, but, maybe there's something pretty out there still. I saw the only time I've gone on a boat was, like, for a ferry to go across at, like, Disneyland or World, but anyways. I'm on a boat. Jokes. Old jokes. Old movie. Old jokes. Old cat. So yeah, it's good. Do you need to see it? You probably should if you want a bit of historical context for this kind of movie, for Spielberg's aficionados, for shark movies in general, I say. Like, if you're a fan of sharks, you've seen this already. And you've also seen Jaws 2 and Jaws 3D and Jaws The Revenge. The Revenge! I did like this, and I haven't seen any of the sequels either, so I might actually indulge a little bit on that. At least Jaws 3D, because dumb 3D. Let's put Jaws in SeaWorld. I'm sure that will go swimmingly. See him in the water. Swimming joke. I don't know why I'm making that sound. Probably because I'm underwater and drowning. Nah, it's fine. I'm not a hedgehog. Cats can breathe underwater. Very, very scientifically accurate. Everything I say, scientifically accurate. I was going somewhere with that joke, but it just bubbled up out of my ears. Bye-bye. So yeah, it's worth a watch. At least for historical context. There's a reason it's a classic, because it's pretty good. So, if you enjoyed watching me flap around underwater like this, like and subscribe. Join my Patreon. I will draw you pornography for money. That's how things work these days. You give me money, I give you extremely specific fetish pornography. It's win-win for us both. Plus, I'm a weird pervert. I enjoy making it. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe, yada yada yada, etc., etc., etc. Go on vacation. Enjoy yourself. Go swim with sharks. It's fun. It's healthy. It's for your health. You can trust me. I am not a doctor. Go away.